Hello and welcome back to Chocobo's Mysterious Dungeon on the Nintendo Wii. And in this episode, we will actually be unlocking two more shops by doing special condition dungeons, Flora's and another character that we have not actually been introduced to yet.
For instance, this.
Shrubberies are my trade. I am a Flora. My name is Flora the Shrubber. I design flowers
Flora
and
the
shrubberies.
Florist, actually.
What was this flower? Oh, now I'm in trouble.
We have to help her remember what the flower's name is.
Oh, my.
This is actually a bonus dungeon I don't really recommend anyone bother doing. But if you want to do it, well, here we go. All enemies and Chocobo are at 1 HP. That isn't honestly all that big of a deal, but it can suck quite a bit, and it's why instead of running a white mage, we'll be running black mage, because black mage gets much easier, much cheaper offensive spells, allowing us to strike enemies at range.
So basically, okay, so there are two things working. Now that probability that enemies are just going to randomly dodge your attack, that's going to start to become a thing. And first strike also is very important.
Yep.
You see, you give any plant enough love, and the flower will always bloom.
Unless you overwater it, then it just dies.
Then it just turns into crap.
There's the stairs. Stealth our way over to the stairs. There, stairs.
So we're just going to be avoiding everybody for the most part?
Oh yeah. There's no reason for us to fight people for a good portion of the bonus dungeons.
Fuck it. If you get in my way, so help me God, I will take off this mask and show you what true pain is.
Look for stairs, look for stairs. You see, I am mostly a coward when it comes to these kinds of games. I want to be as sure-footed as physically possible, and even then, I still screw it up a lot.
God, the least I could do is give these flowers.
Oh look, bonus dish all greens.
Maybe iffy green.
No, we hit an alarm trap. Run!
We set off the alarm. Run. What?
With the town growing so big, it seems we get more bad news every day.
Yep,
See,
every single day.
See, if I died at this point or later, and I had to go through all these dialogues over again because I died, that would
Well,
suck.
the reason we picked Black Mage is no longer relevant.
Wiggly drain. Wiggly tough. Wiggly strong. Wiggly smart.
Accurate drink. Yeah, Flora's Dungeon of Remembrance is actually has a bunch of different consumable items in it. I personally don't really recommend going into this dungeon though, because it's very, very easy to get to lose, and just lose everything that you were working for. And plus, you still don't gain experience or job points whilst you're going through these dungeons, so it's not really worth it.
Attack from a distance. Fire. Fire hut. Fire hit.
And this is us having to go onto this trap.
No.
Thankfully, it's just a sleep trap. That's a Kuro over there. They are under permanent haste, so I do not want to wake that up under any circumstances, because waking her up is guaranteed to kill me.
Feeling wiggly, jiggly, and all kinds of jiggy. Oh, okay. Guess I'll have to turn around then. something.
This is actually incredibly stressful whilst I'm playing.
Yeah, I mean, you're going about it at a reasonable pace. You have to be sure that enemies stay at least one square away from you at all times, because if they get too close and you miss an attack, then you're dead. Because you only have one health, and you have to do the whole goddamn...
Oh, look, an
my
ice
God,
dragon.
There we go. Die, ice dragon.
Oh, look, another
You are no
ice
threat
dragon.
to me. Fire. Fire hot. Ice dragon dead.
Oh, look, a Curel guarding the
another
goddamn floor.
Jiggly.
Go
Run.
up, go up.
Run.
And we... Okay,
What?
we got really fucking lucky there.
Yeah, you didn't miss.
Not only did we not miss, but we also didn't die, because Curel could have actually just killed us right there. They are again, they're under permanent haste, which gives them double actions for each of ours.
Gotcha.
Ugh.
Finally, we will remember what is the name of this flower. What is it?
No matter how tough the enemy,
I will throw flowers at it.
we can win if we put our strengths together.
Quickly,
Here, I'll give you a
get
potion
the
that buffs your
watering
flower
cans.
tending skills.
I can help.
Fertilizer.
I'm gathering
Nutrients.
all the flowers I can.
Bloom.
Leave it to me. I can gather more.
We're running out of time.
I'm Flora the florist, and a florist has her own way of fighting.
By throwing flowers at enemies.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, she's more of an herbalist as opposed to a florist, but you know they didn't want to use herbalism for some reason.
All right, come on. What is this super plant now?
I'm starting to remember now. The names of flowers. What these seeds do. There's no time for just standing around. It's back to business.
Yay!
That's the
and no, we
spirit.
never learned what flower she was holding. Anyway, the
God damn it.
important thing there is that we unlocked Flora's shop, and Flora's shop allows you not only to sell items to her, but also to purchase mystery seeds. And mystery seeds can be planted in Stella's garden in order to get flowers of various different effects. Usually, flowers that you can consume on the map in order to gain job points. I do not care about them because it's a very slow method of getting job points. This is the other merchant in town.
This bell must be stopped.
Medicine?
Meddit the medicine man.
Medicine? I was going to get something from the
Huh.
cabinet.
I
Where
get
did I
it.
put those keys?
His name is Meddit.
Come to think of it, what was I doing here? Where am I? Who am I?
I could turn
Oh look, a bunch of the potions that we picked up there were actually offensive potions. And yeah, unfortunately, until we clear his dungeon, he will not allow
Open your
us
mouth and
to access his shop.
Yeah.
Explosion zone. This dungeon is loaded with the elemental bomb enemies.
Zone.
As such, I personally recommend either taking Black Mage or White Mage in here so that you can deal with them at a distance.
I can't allow myself to be afraid. There's gotta be something I can do.
So, when I called Meddit the Medicine
Wait.
Man, that is technically inaccurate. In Final Fantasy terms, he would actually be known as the pharmacist or chemist. That is what his job would actually be. Come on, Castia. There.
Grenade. Angranata, Panzerfaust. Schnell.
Now, quite thankfully, a majority of the bomb enemies in here are actually very easy to defeat just with melee attacks. And Meddit's Dungeon of Remembrance actually has a lot of really nice
Use this.
a lot of really nice consumable items in it. If you want to try and farm them up, I personally don't, because although they're very cool, several of them just aren't very useful.
I was able to make that new medicine thanks to you.
We never meet Dr. Glenn, for the record.
Meddit, calm down. Soy bomb. Spanish for I am bomb.
Potion. The one thing that I'm actually, the reason why I'm not actually finishing the dungeon right now is because I'm looking for a specific item in here called a damage drink, which when you use it use it at an opponent, immediately cuts their HP in half. It is very powerful, and I need at least one in order to deal with the boss that Meddit's the Dungeon of Remembrance has. I don't think we find one, for the record.
Oh my science. Pop.
Hey, we got a pop-up card. Bismarck's Breach Blast. Bismarck is a water summon that is specifically famous for being... Oh, I don't actually remember what first Final Fantasy Bismarck makes an appearance in. I want to say it's 6, but I'm not sure.
Well, that's a reference to the USS Bismarck, right?
Yes. Well, it's not. Well, Bismarck itself is actually a very famous and common name for various battleships. But yeah, USS Bismarck is probably the big one that they're specifically referencing.
Right, because it's a blast with an onboard cannon.
Thing be floating in the air.
I have sneezed.
Behold.
Oh my god. Hello.
This is a boss Napalm. He is honestly not really all that threatening, but I need to, plan out my movements, and I need to plan out my movements and item consumption appropriately in order to take him out.
Damn, he's got a lot of health.
He does have a lot of health. Thankfully, we have a bunch of ethers for scouting out the last floor of the dungeon.
It's his one weakness. Kicking him makes him fall asleep.
Actually, kicking sleep drinks at him makes him fall asleep.
Die. Nope, he just got angry. Well then.
It's okay, we have more ethers. And since he used Blaze, I'm free to ether up again.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh look, he's affected by slow. I don't know why, but he is. There, we managed to defeat the boss Napalm.
Quattro Dia.
And we have successfully restored Meddit's memories. Yay!
His name was Meddit. He read it on Reddit. He said, I get it. He had a dog, he fed it.
Man. Leave this to me.
He had a line, he said it.
I've been secretly preparing
He had money,
for something like this.
he bet it.
It's time to use this bomb with my special blend of explosives.
Hence why he is a
outside,
why a pharmacist and not a medicine man.
Where you headed?
What? How can that thing still be alive?
Rather a chemist instead of a medicine man.
Run! That thing is a monster! We don't stand a chance against it!
This guy is just not having a good time in his memories.
This town,
He's not.
world, everything!
Quintessential performance.
And he still smiles at the end of his memory.
I remember. It was one of the best moments of my life.
And so, for clearing Meddit's Dungeon of Remembrance, we have unlocked Meddit's Shop.
Whoa! All of a sudden, my head feels great. That's right, I'm the medicine man, and the keys to the cabinet are right here.
In my shirt.
All right, I'm back in business. Good things, bad things, dangerous.
I'm gonna remember you.
I've got
You're the
it
guy
all,
who
my
sounds
friend.
funny when he talks.
And in the next episode, we'll finally start our investigation into the Oracle of Water.